Morning guys, it is nearly 5 AM, BodyPower today.
Kind of a question answer, whatever you want to ask me, and I will tell you whatever I can. Kind of depending on what my goals are, but I do include them quite regularly. So I would say normal, normally if I don't throw anything in with them, I'm just doing eggs, I'd say like 8 to 10 would be normal, like a normal serving. Sometimes I'll throw, peppers or whatever, kind of maybe, and then throw some meat in with it, a little bit like turkey or beef or whatever, and then obviously I wouldn't maybe throw as many eggs in then, but I would include those normally either in the morning or at night. Sometimes I like to do them right before bed, actually, so seems like it's a little easier to digest, and before bed, especially if I train later, I'll do a shake and then come back and maybe do some type of like egg meal like right before bed. So I would say in a day, if I do both, then up to 20, 20 a day, something like that.
That's whole legs.
Yeah, I normally do. I buy, normally what I try to get is I try to go as organic and natural as I can. So I just buy we have back in Colorado, it's like a omega enhanced eggs. So they're kind of like free range omega eggs. So you just get more. It's just I don't really ever, and obviously I've watched my cholesterol, of course, but yeah, I haven't had any problems doing that. So I normally just go whole eggs. Yeah. Yep.
Did you do any other specific training for this competition that you have done in the past? And do you think that might be what drove you to winning?
So you're talking about 2013. The only thing, and World's Strongest Man is tough because we don't find out. Is it not hot in here? So the tough part with World, see if somebody can turn that down. So the tough part with World's Strongest Man is we literally do not find out what we have to do until, actually in China, when we were in China, they changed. I didn't find out my actual events until I was on the airplane, right when I was leaving. So that's a big, with World's Strongest Man, that's a huge thing that people really don't know about, is we don't know what we're doing until we go, So the only rumor that I'd heard about 2013 was that we were going to have a max deadlift. And that was just a rumor that was floating around that seemed like it had a pretty good possibility of happening. So I focused, that was the only thing I did different as I trained. I was able to put together a little bit of a deadlift training routine. Just basically trying to be ready for a max deadlift there. So that's like one of the only things I knew about that contest, though I didn't really know anything else. So it always makes it a little bit harder to prepare. But the other really hard part of China was where we were staying. The food was absolutely terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So I was really, if I would have known how bad it was going to be, I would have packed as much of my own food as I possibly could. It was kind of funny. There was actually a few people told me there was a few rumors floating around the internet that I had packed like 100 kilos of food or something, which I wish I would have.
That one spin, and we run around this room 100 times, and we come back here, sweating, exhausted, everything else. The lean person has burned 10 times more calories than the fat person, because to move fiber requires more calories. To move fat, stored energy, very little calories. It's kind of like credit cards. You guys have credit cards? You get behind on your credit card debt, and every month you pay $100 off to, whatever the debt is, right? But you're in debt, so there's interest running. So even though you pay $100 every month, only 20 bucks goes off the principal. The rest of it all is going off the interest. But if you were able to limit all the debt, then $100 goes to payment, $100 goes to principal. But if you get behind, the interest rates are growing, growing, growing. So even though you're putting money in there, meaning you're going to the gym, you're working hard, even though you ran 5 miles, only 2 miles come off the principal, because the rest is all body fat. If we can cut the fat out, cut the debt out for credit cards, then 100% effort, 100% return. So when you're lean, then you are that 747 flying at altitude. It's a little turbulence. It doesn't take much effort. Very easy to maintain it. But after a photo shoot, you're all dialed in, you're looking good, right? Why come back down to the ground and do your reverse dieting? Just then take off again. How about you stay above everybody and look down at the motherfucker and say, yeah, that's right, the view's better here. You're never gonna catch me. I'm gonna go fucking higher. That's the mentality I live in.
And how would you get higher? Through diet, would you increase?
When you climb a mountain, anybody in here would climb the first 80% of it. Then what happens? Like when you guys are kids, right? You're a baby and everything else. Well, not baby, well, young age and everything else. Big dreams, big aspirations, right? Man, when I get older, man, I'm gonna be, a doctor, a lawyer. I'm gonna be a professional.
BodyPower 2014, over and done with. Shitload of free stuff. He's skint and ugly.
That.
Now we've got to leave, try and beat traffic. Long day.
Guarantee we will.
2 awesome seminars, wouldn't you say?
Second one was better.
Greg Plitt, funny as fuck.
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. 5-6 meals a day, he says he's bullshit. Listen to him.